Yeah, this drying track late in the day is to his benefit. He's had his 2 runs back from a spell. He's ready to go now. He's quite adaptable, and in amongst the better chances.
Yeah, he's been really striding out since he went into the enclosure here. He looks nice. He's another one. He's also been clipped up, but you couldn't really fault him. He looks terrific. He's nice and forward.
Here's the third favourite, No Drama at $6. Tim Clark for Maddydale.
Yeah, he's a free-running horse. He's won both starts for the new stable. Stiffer race here, but a good racing style, and again, no knock on winning form.
Yeah, he's nice and fresh as well. He's been up in the bridle since he walked into the yard. He's starting to get a little bit hot. Not overdoing it, but yeah, he's pretty wound up.
Indifference, Kobe Vittler riding for Brett Kavanagh.
Yeah, a month since winning at Tamworth, that with the big weight there, 62.5, but this might be just a touch too hard.
He's another one since walking in the enclosure. He's pretty eager and keen to get on with things. A little bit woolly in the coat, but that's the only knock.
And now we get to the 2 favourites, and they've just flipped around for the moment. Lord of Biscay now second favourite. Today has been 5 into 460, back out to 5 and back into 480. So very, very solid. Lord of Biscay, Dylan Gibbons for Chris Lees.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's an import. He did more than enough. I wanted to see him solid in the market. He is. He's got a good skin on him for an import. That was an unsuitable distance first up, and he did find a little bit of trouble and lost momentum down the straight. So he ran right through the line, and I think hard to beat.
Yeah, he's a neat-looking horse. He's another one. He's just starting to get a little bit hot, but you couldn't fault him as far as appearance-wise goes. He looks nice and fit and healthy, and another one that's walking out really, really well. Pretty keen to get on with things.
Okay, and this horse, Noble Conqueror, was $5.50 this morning, into $4.60, into $4.40. So Noble Conqueror usurping Lord of Biscay for favouritism. It's $4.40, $4.80 the pair. McAvoy and Waller with a Noble Conqueror connection.
Yeah, look, he's well fancied. He looks like the P from the stable here. Very fit, honest, up a little in grade, gets some weight relief, but the marketplace is really gravitating to him.
He's one of those real tradesman-like looking horses. He's big, he's lanky, he just wants to get on with it. He looks terrific as far as coat-wise goes. Another one looks really, really healthy. It's good.
Chris Lees has Lord of Biscay, second run in Australia.
Yeah, he pleased first time out over what was probably an unsuitable trip at the 1200. Gets out to a more appropriate distance now for the month between runs. He's pleased. One alley, I suppose, doesn't look any great advantage, but happy with how the horse is prepared for the race.
He had pretty good form in Europe, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He's a nice horse. The boys were pretty comfortable when they bought him, thought he could measure up. He'll obviously continue to improve the longer he's here, but I thought this race presented as a nice enough option. They were a little guarded if the track got like a heavy ground, but they're comfortable. They say he'll handle this type of ground well.
All right, good luck.
Cheers.
There's Chris Lees. What about you, Corey?
Yeah,
Who'd you settle on?
I'm with him as well, number 15, Lord of Biscay. I thought he paraded terrific. I liked his first up run. A little bit of a negative with the one barrier. Nothing's really won on the fence today, but given that they all get out off the fence, give Dylan Gibbons a chance to get out and get into that better sort of ground. But yeah, number 15, Lord of Biscay.
I'm 15, 12, 9 and 2. I'm with Lord of Biscay as well. I think if he just improves that little bit, which I expect off that first up run, he's right in a race like this. Hopefully he can edge off the fence at the right time, or they overdo it and he can save ground and edge out there. If that's the case, I think he's hard to beat. In saying that, High Blue Sea, I think, represents a little bit of value in the race, around $12. Third up now on a drying track. Zondi, yeah, no money for him. He's $13. Would like to see a little bit more support, but he's very capable, and he has been gelded as well. And El Rocco, in the winning form from Victoria, could shape up in a benchmark 78, a race like this. 15, 12, 9 and 2.
Rightio, Ali, last of the day, sun's starting to set. We've got Lord of Biscay on camera, or we did have, as the others start to get behind the gates.
It's just starting to get chilly now, actually. It's when you think spring's in the air and then the sun starts to set and you realise that we're still in winter. But Lord of Biscay's come across in great order. He's come on beautifully since that first up run, really starting to come through in the coat now. He's come to hand pretty quickly. There's not a great deal of him. He's not an overly big galloper after that unlucky run first up. So favourite, or second favourite now, I think, has come across in faultless order. Noble Conqueror has always been a big, strong type of galloper. As he just gets the pre-race ear must removed, but he stays nice and settled as well. I didn't get to see him at Canterbury, and obviously he begun his prep down there in Melbourne, but he's rock hard fit. He's big, strong, and not showing any signs that he's not still bright here behind the barriers. He's walking forward into the bridle, but not getting above himself. Roma Avenue is an interesting customer. He can sometimes be a little bit hot, but today he's actually quite settled. I think he's back off that cardiac arrhythmia as well. He's just having a good look at us at the moment, so he'll get those pre-race earmuffs off. But he looked like he was cantering out really nicely past me before, so he gets the tick as well for a horse who can sometimes get a little bit warm once he gets out here behind the barriers. El Rocco, an interesting one who I've not seen before. The Melbourne galloper there for John McArdle, the son of Fastnet Rock, I think has come across in pretty nice order. He's just had a bit of a look around when he first arrived out here at the barriers, but he's standing there getting a nice pat from the barrier attendant at the moment, and he is conserving his energy beautifully and has obviously travelled up here to New South Wales in good order, and all the others are on their best behaviour, doing everything right as the sun starts to set.
All right, Ronnie, we've got equal favourites now, $4.60 the pair, Lord of Biscay and Noble Conqueror. They've both had plenty of support all the way through. No Drama remains firm at $6. El Rocco just out to $7.50 now, so he's drifted from $5.50 earlier. Baroque Road, 10 and pretty solid. Cadetship, 10 out from $7.50. High Blue Sea, $11. The bottom two they're interested in.
Yeah, they are, and the NOP's a bit different. They're $4.40, the bottom one. Noble Conqueror, and $4.80 Lord of Biscay. So a little bit of discrepancy there, but they do look the two best back runners here by, I'd say, a fair margin.
Change again, Ronnie. $4.40 Noble Conqueror, $4.80 Lord of Biscay. So we're getting an outright favourite in Noble Conqueror again.
Yeah, he's well fancied, considering they got Cadetship here as well, who was $7.50 this morning, and he's out to 11, where Noble Conqueror just continues to firm with that lighter weight here.
What a day it's been. It all started with Autumn Glow in the first, a filly by the Autumn Sun having a first start and looking every bit a star in the making. We had Gatsby's come out and win the Rosebud brilliantly on his return to racing. We've only seen him 3 times now at the races, so we don't know how good he is. Tom Kitten's back as a gelding. What a day for Tom and his supporters and his cheer squad. McDonald's ridden 5. Waller's trained 4, and he could train 5.
Yeah, how long's a week in racing? Because we've been grinding through winter, and here we are, and we see all those beautiful horses galloping between races as well.
I forgot about them.
And they're all on probably show next week. So we're just going to steam straight into this carnival, and we had enough excitement today to keep us going, and it's going to get better from here on in.
That's right. The gallops today is Ardozi, Lady Laguna, Hell Hath No Fury, Fangirl, Via Sistina, Riff Rocket, Jolie Stars, Who Gotcha, and Natisha. They all galloped in between races. So it's, there's been plenty of highlights. And, of course, we learned of the passing of Black Caviar. If you hadn't heard the news, she gave birth to a schnitzel colt this morning, and then she was humanely euthanised this afternoon, or today sometime, having suffered a bout of laminitis, and she couldn't recover. But she did give birth to a healthy foal. So to all the Black Caviar connections, the champion mare, and all of the people involved with her was so good with the media and the public right throughout her career.
Is there something happening at the barrier here? They're getting off. There's a few.
Here at Rosehill, is that what's happening? Okay, we've got a delay here at Rosehill because there's the ambulance is attending to a patron. So Darren Flindell over the PA has just told us that the ambulance is attending to a patron on course, so the race can't proceed until that ambulance is back into position, and they won't be back into position until they make sure this person on course is okay. We don't have any other details. Okay, so we're in an indefinite delay here. I'll just leave you with these prices and how they stand at the moment. It's $4.40 Noble Conqueror, $4.80 Lord of Biscay. We've got Kembler and Dooman coming up right on the back of us, and we don't know when we're going to start. We'll return to Rosehill once these horses start loading. Let's go to Dooman and the yard.
Welcome back to Doomben for the last race on the...
Ready to go. Ready now, race 10, Rosehill. Blindfolds removed, the gates are back, they're off, and there's a level line out. High Blue Sea and No Drama have left the gates pretty swiftly. Lord of Biscay's pretty handy on the fence, together with Roma Avenue and Baroque Road in that clump as well, and throw Indifference into the mix as well. But Lord of Biscay is going to hold down the front early, from Indifference spearing to second, Baroque Road pulling in third, No Drama fourth the other. They're followed after a length to Roma Avenue as they go past the 1,000 metres. Cadetship's back on the inside as they find the positions. Then came High Blue Sea, who's caught three wide, no cover today. Further back to El Rocco. El Rocco taking a spot down on the inside as they race down the side. Zondi, it's outer. A length and a half, Noble Soldier, and Cadetship's right out the back. So the front runner here is Lord of Biscay by a neck. On Indifference, the outside, No Drama third from Baroque Road, Roma Avenue, High Blue Sea, three wide. Further back then to Noble Conqueror on the inside of El Rocco. Zondi as they straighten up now. And Lord of Biscay on the inside of Indifference, stride for stride. Baroque Road has to go back to the inside. Further back to No Drama. Then came Noble Conquering, Cadetship trying to make ground. Indifference moved up now at the 200. It's Indifference from Lord of Biscay. Now Noble Conqueror is charging through the middle. On the outside, High Blue Sea. High Blue Sea moved up. That worked together with Roma Avenue, and Noble Conqueror bursting through. And Roma Avenue. Oh, Roma Avenue maybe from High Blue Sea, No Drama, Noble Conqueror. What a nightmare of a finish. Then Baroque Road, Indifference, El Rocco, Zondi. Further back then to Noble Soldier finishing well back. Lord of Biscay got pretty tired. Drama Charge finish in the last. Oh, I don't know. Roma Avenue, High Blue Sea, Noble Conqueror is right in it. I think No Drama's just been touched off, and it's probably been beaten about a half head in fourth position.